Greetings and welcome to my channel. This is Sorcerer Tal. You can also find me on Facebook in the Sorcerers Guild. Today we're going to be talking about my mother's passing and giving some updates on how that's going to affect the channel going forward because, well, my mother's passing has affected my priorities in several ways, and there's some things I'm just not really in the mood to talk about as far as necromancy and those sort of things with the way my mother chose to deal with her afterlife. So we will get back to the necromancy part of the Sorcerer's Shadow Volume 2. But for the moment, we're going to skip forward on that. We're going to skip forward to the blood magic and vampiracy stuff. And we'll come back to the necromancy and the ancestry shrine work after that. There's some really good stuff in there, so hopefully you won't be too disappointed, and we will get back to the necromancy. It's just difficult for me to talk about ancestor shrines and that sort of thing right after my mother's passing, where I won't be making her a bodvi or anything like that. Okay, so my mother's passing. Dealing with it better than I expected to, but in all honesty, she'd been talking about dying to me for quite a while now. That's why I knew what I needed to do and all that when the time came. It's because she's been preparing me for this. You know, this was gonna happen and she knew it. So she got me ready for it, but she also let me know what she wanted. Now, as far as her rest, she did go up. Yarvo did come down and get her, and she went up. Time moves different there, though, and there has been some interaction with her already since then. That being said, she still doesn't want the bodvi made. Her dream door, which, well, let's talk about her passing. So, on the day she passed, I was there, and the last thing she said real clearly was one of my cousin's names. And she told them that she loved them and even made kind of a motion to hug them, which was very beautiful and sweet. But then, as she got ready to pass and things started winding down, she said less clearly, "I want to go home." And I held her hand and I watched. And I felt Yarvo come from home to come get her. And then she says, "I'm home." And her body didn't stop at that point, but she wasn't there anymore. That was the last thing she said. After that, it was just her body winding down, which actually didn't quite end until I let go of her hand for just a moment. All of a sudden, something made me feel like I needed to walk out of the room. I walked out of the room, and as soon as I did, the body stopped. And I got back in just as that last shudder comes out, that last of air that people do when their body lets go. So I was holding her hand again by the time that happened. And then, because she didn't intend to come back through it, we used her dream door, which she had never put her sigil on because that's not what she wanted to do. We used her dream door to track the progress of Yarvo as he came down to get her and came back and went back up. Because my mom has other ways to come here. She doesn't want to come here through that path anymore. She wants rest. She doesn't want to work in that she does not no longer wishes to work in the same role that she was in her previous life. But I suppose she also knows some of our family would not have been able to cope if she hadn't at least interacted with them some, and even I myself have had a few interactions, but mostly she's resting and only making those interactions that are of a, I guess you could say, social nature. At any rate, so we use that dream door to track the progress. And now we have a very open tunnel. And it is going to be time for the next step in that project, which is having Yarvo help you find your fuller selves at the same context as which I have come into contact with Yarvo. So that's one of the things we're going to be talking about very soon. There's also a very unexpected astral inheritance that I might be discussing, but that is affecting my priorities as well. And we will be getting back finally to the AWA thing because, well, now that Yarvo is here in that capacity, we have the mentor that is a problem I've been trying to solve, and some other things that are going to be affecting exactly how that plays out. So, we'll finally be able to talk about those things and much more clearly, and, well, frankly, my mom is safe now. So, there are some other things on the channel that will be given higher priority now that my mom is somewhere where things that I have a great concern about can't affect her. So, we'll be talking about that too. Anyways, I think that's it for this episode. Thank you once again for joining us. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please take the opportunity to do so now. It's about to get interesting. Anyways, until next time, bright blessings and an interesting fate. This has been Sorcerer Tao.